Hi there, this is Everlyn Ikandi, a psychotherapist, an entrepreneur, a singer, and a mother of 5. Yes, I'm here to give you a power talk. A power talk. I want to pull you out of that dark place. That deep, dark place you're in. I want to encourage you and give you reasons to rise up and dust yourself of that pain you're going through. It doesn't matter how you got yourself there. It doesn't matter for how long you have been that low. But I want to pick you from that low place you're in today because it's very possible. I don't know what you're battling. I don't know what you're fighting. I just want to give you this power talk, backing it up with my life experiences and summarizing it so that you pull yourself, because only you can do that. You have what it takes to pull yourself from that dark place. Of course, there's a role of the higher power in pulling you out of that dark place, the higher power of your own understanding. For a Christian, I will tell you, encourage yourself in the Lord. Anyone who believes in that higher power, encourage yourself in the God of your own understanding that is able to help you, even as you desire to come out of that dark place. Because this woman here has been in dark places since childhood. But I battled, and by God's grace, I pulled through. In my childhood, I suffered mental breakdowns. I suffered a mental breakdown. In my teenage years, I suffered physical breakdown, sicknesses, It was sickness after sickness, pain after pain. In my teenage years, it even dented my self-esteem. I suffered a broken marriage. I got married at 23, and my marriage failed 4 years later. Left with 2 children. And 2 years later, or a year later, one of the 2 children was taken away from me. Or rather, I was separated from that child for 12 good years. She came back to me 4 or 5 years ago. There is no painful thing as a mother going through separation from her child for such a long time. Especially when people don't understand why you let your child go for 12 years. But here I am, together with her. By God's grace, God brought her to me. What haven't I battled in this life? A broken relationship, I have suffered. There's nothing as bad as you coming from a marriage, getting into a relationship, and having a child in that relationship that's not even defined. And I went through that. And guess what? Being in a relationship with an ex-sect leader, dreaded sect leader. Those who know Mungiki in Kenya know what Mungiki was all about. And that was the man I related with and had a baby with him. It wasn't easy. I didn't know what I had got myself into. I got depressed. I got oppressed. My life was shattered for 6 good years. But guess what? I pulled through, my God. I did. By God's grace, I did. Talk of single motherhood. I have battled single motherhood. To date, I'm still a single mother, but I'm glad to be exiting single motherhood by God's grace. I don't know what you're going through. I've been through depression. Not long ago, just 1 year ago, I was on medication for depression. After a story I wrote went viral, a story I still see online to date on the internet. Maybe, I guess, the internet never forgets, so it's there to stay. I mean, think of yourself being mentioned as having babies with the president, the sitting president. And after that, you are arrested. And you don't know whether to tell it or not, because all these things come with their own implications. What haven't I gone through? And here I am, encouraging you to pull yourself from that dark place because you have what it takes to come out of that very dark place. I've battled it all. Business failure? I have. I had a very good curtains business some time ago. Closed it down to go looking for greener pastures to explore my other abilities. And I always regret for closing that business. Project failures during COVID, oh my. We had our multiple losses during COVID. I closed down my Diana Recovery Center project. So I'm telling you, I've been through it all. But look at me now. I'm shining. Not because something extraordinary has happened to me. No, I've just spoken to myself every day, like, Eva, rise up. You are equal to the task of just being a better person. But I must give you a bit of my tips. What helps me to pull through these dark places? One, I believe in God, the higher power of my own understanding. I believe my life is divine by design. Although I believe that I was designed to encourage people. I was created to motivate people. So I don't waste any of my experiences. I pick my lessons from the experiences I go through. Even now, there are things I'm going through I might not share with you. But I'm picking my lessons, and one day it's going to be a testimony. It's going to be a message. I pick the messages out of my mess. What's the message in your mess right now? I know somebody right now is very low on energy. You don't have the energy even to just wake up this morning, and probably you lost a job. I don't know what you're battling with. Maybe you've been abandoned. Maybe you've been dumped. Excuse me. We are at the coast and it's hot here. It's very hot. I know you understand. Because I'm on a mission to encourage you. I'm on a mission to lift you up today. I'm on a mission to encourage you today. This day of October 2022. You have to rise up. And as I wind up, are you battling self-esteem issues? Does something about your body bother you that you can't even achieve your dreams? You can't even step out and fulfill that dream of yours? You can't practice anything you have within your abilities? Look at me. My teeth are missing on this side. I don't know how I lost them. One doctor told me that probably it was a depletion from some, cavities. My mouth happens to be very dry, so sometimes I don't have saliva. And I'm told that really creates room for bacteria in the mouth, and my teeth just started falling off. Although I'm also told that it could be a side effect of some medication I took. At some point, I was never smiling. I was never laughing. I was never talking. Despite being a very good public speaker, I was never able to express myself. But I conquered that fear. That doesn't stop me from encouraging you today. It doesn't stop me from smiling today. It doesn't stop me from talking to you today. Because I pulled myself from a very dark place. What helped me? I asked myself, what can I change about this situation right now? Because there's the serenity prayer that also helps me a lot. Oh God, give me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference between what I can change and what I cannot change. There is what you can change about your situation. What is it you can change? And probably you could change it not today, but maybe in the near future. Like I know I can change my teeth situations with money. But for now, will I die because I can't fix my teeth? Will I stop encouraging you because I cannot fix my teeth? No. Because I'm on a mission to encourage somebody. The day I discovered that I'm on a mission to encourage somebody, I didn't hold myself back. What can you change today? Ask God to give you the serenity to accept what you cannot change, courage to change what you can, and the wisdom to know the difference between what you cannot change and what you can't. Don't struggle with what you cannot change for now. Don't let peer pressure pull you down. Like right now, I hear people saying, if you call yourself a baby girl and you're not using this and that, you're not please, that's peer pressure. Drop it, baby. Drop it. You're a baby girl. It's your heart. It's in your heart. The beauty comes from within. Yeah? I'm giving you a power talk today because you have to rise up from that situation. You have to rise up from that very dark situation. And you talk of losses. I just lost from my election. I was vying for a political post and I lost very badly. But I picked myself up. I'm still recovering from debts, but I've picked myself up. I'm not in the best of situations, but I've told myself that in whatever situation I find myself in, I have to encourage somebody. I thank God I'm a psychotherapist. I have a few coping skills here and there that with time I will give you tips on these coping skills. And that's what I'm applying on myself right now. But I want to tell you, it's possible to rise up from that dark place. It's very possible. Start speaking to yourself, telling yourself that it's possible. Look at the people around you who have pulled through from those dark places. Let them encourage you. Let them encourage you that it's possible to pull through. Check within yourself. You're not that badly off. You don't have to die before you fulfill your dreams. You don't have to stay indoors just because you don't have teeth or because there's this dented part of your body. Come out. Your abilities cannot be swallowed by your disabilities. You're equal to the task. Rise up. Thank you.